Good morning, everyone. It's time for the kids' time. Will you come join me by the fireplace? Today, we celebrate Pentecost Sunday. And this is a amazing time for us to talk about the Holy Spirit and to talk about hope and to talk about God's love which unifies us all. I want to show you a craft that I made at one of our vacation Bible schools or base camps or vacation Bible day camp. Comes by many names, but this is a rainbow that I made several years ago. And I've hung this in our front window to remind me of God's promises in this pandemic time, and also to thank all the workers out there, especially medical workers, all the people who are deemed essential workers, who are working so hard during this pandemic. It's been really heartening to see rainbows in windows all around the neighborhoods that I've been traveling in, mine included. Have you seen rainbows in windows in the neighborhood around you? Have you seen chalk sidewalk drawings where rainbows have been drawn or thank you messages have been written? It's been really heartwarming to see the unity that's been coming out of our communities in these pandemic days. Jesus says that he will not leave us alone. He will not abandon us. He said a few weeks ago he will not leave us orphans, but as he goes to be with God forever, he leaves us the Spirit of truth, and that Spirit of truth is powerful. It's a spirit that pulls us all together, no matter the year, the decade, the century, the eon. It pulls God's people together to help us to share God's love in the world, to receive God's peace, and to work for justice, peace, forgiveness, and reconciliation in all that we do. St. Paul writes a letter several decades after Jesus is crucified and says to the folks that we are all one body. We are unified. But he also goes to great pains to say we are not all the same. We're not cookie cutter carbon copies of each and every person. We all have different gifts. We are all beautifully and wonderfully made. And it is in that diversity that God pulls us together in our unity. So when I think on this Pentecost Sunday about God's unity in our lives, I think about the rainbow that if diffracted through water shows different colors, but when put together into the grand unity, shines brightly in God's glory and God's peace. May we all kiln and hold the fire that God has inside of us, not a fire that burns, like literally burns wood, but a fire that is a faithful fire. May that fire of God be in us, and may it emanate, may it come forth from all that we do and all that we say and all that we believe. Amen.